Hello! Welcome to another video! It's been a while. 2 months left until basic training. Do you like my lights I have back here? I found them. I found them in my mom's stuff. I keep seeing like people with random lights all around their room, so I don't know what it is exactly, but there it is. It's like mood lighting. I don't know what it is, but there you go. Man, I have got some cool books that I've collected from, well, not only Barnes & Noble, but also like random places, like random pawn shops and all this other stuff. This first one is a relatively new manga that is really, really good, and it's called, it's called Witch Hat Atelier. I don't know how to pronounce it, but there it is. It's close up. And it was really good. Like, I don't usually talk about the art in manga because the art in manga is usually consistently good, but the level of art, it's like every panel is a painting. I'm not going to show you a lot, but let me show you one that looks particularly good. Like, let me show you. Look at this. This is the kind of art we're dealing with in this manga. And I don't think that illustrates it enough, how good it is. Let's see. How about this one? Look how beautiful it is. As the story is good too. The story is really, it's nothing like groundbreaking, the story, but it's about a girl who wants to be a witch, but she thinks that you're basically born into being a witch. You can't become a witch if you want to be a witch. Everybody who has magical powers is just born with them, and you can't gain magical powers. And she was born a muggle, basically. And she doesn't have any magical powers, but she still wants to be a witch. So she tries using magic anyway. And it turns out that that whole thing about people just having magical powers and not anyone else can't use them is kind of a lie. I guess there's no other way to describe it. It was like a huge mass conspiracy. Actually, anyone could use these powers. But that's the basis of the story. And her mom, she accidentally turns her mom to stone, and she has to go to a magic school. Oh my gosh, Harry Potter flashbacks! Yeah, so it's really good. Actually, if you like Harry Potter, this is a really good book to read. So, one last look at it again if you want to check it out. It's really good. So, I got this book. It's the novel by the author of Now You See Me, which you probably saw that movie with magic. And it's actually about a murder mystery. Students on a campus keep committing suicide one after another, and they're trying to discover what's going on, or if it's a conspiracy, or what's happening, and all that kind of stuff. And it's really, really interesting so far. I just got it, actually. You'd be surprised about what good books you could find at just random places. Like, it wasn't even like a pawn shop per se. It was less than a pawn shop. It was a pawn shop that specialized in used baby stuff. So they just randomly had a stack of books, and I was looking through it. And the guy who was running the store, he was standing over me all the time. I was like, "Are you gonna buy something? Are you gonna buy something?" Because I guess I don't look like the type of person who's buying baby stuff. But I found all these books, and it's awesome. even though it was super difficult buying it because the guy was haranguing me the whole time. But in any case, I also got this book, and this one is... Oh, this one is had the funny part at the beginning. I'm going to read a little bit to you out loud because the first part was really funny. Okay, so it says... Gotta get my reading voice on. Got it. Stone ignored him. There's an intruder at my table. I wish to have him removed. Remove him yourself, Dino said. I'm eating panini with shrimp and vodka sauce. You are a duly constituted officer of the law, are you not? Stone asked. Once again, I am. Then it's your duty to respond to the complaint of an upstanding citizen. What kind of citizen? Upstanding. I'm not all that sure that word describes you, Stone. Herbie, who heard the following conversation as if he were settling in front of the row in the Wilmington, said, No kidding, Stone. What's going on? Stone continued to ignore him. Dino, am I to understand that you're ignoring a citizen's complaint? You are to understand that, Dino said, mopping up some vodka sauce with a slice of bread. Do your own dirty work. Stone, Herbie said, I'm rich. That's rich, Dino replied. No kidding. I'm rich. I won the lottery. How much? Dino said. Don't encourage him, Stone said. $30 million, Herbie replied. How much you get left after taxes and paying off your bookie and loan shark, Dino said. I'm warning you, Stone said. Don't encourage him. He's dangerous. Approximately 14 million too, Herbie said. I want to hire you as my lawyer, Stone, he continued. Why do you need a lawyer? Dino asked. All rich people need lawyers. Could you be more specific? Alright, what I'm trying to say is that it's funny. This is a really funny book so far. And it's called Lucid... Wait, I can't read backward. Lucid Intervals. I can't read it all if you check what I said there. But you should check it out. It's an old book, but yeah, it's oldie but a goodie. And this one last book is a self-help book. I don't usually get self-help book. I've only ever gotten a self-help book once. I didn't really actually get it. It was like free outside of a bookstore that I just happened to be passing by. Oh, something to tell you. I actually walked to the library. That sounds so stupid. Like you walked to the library. No, I live in a neighborhood that's far away from everything. There's just grass and everything. So you have to take a car to go everywhere. But I couldn't get a ride to the library, so I actually walked there. And I walked for 3 hours to the library. And it was an experience. I only almost got hit by a car twice. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting experience. Only one dead animal in the way. Didn't get bitten by any snakes. I am still alive. Minimal damage. And yeah, I made it. I made it to the library. I almost cried when I made it to the library. I was like, I can't believe I walked all the way here. But in any case, this is the last book. It's called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. And it's all small stuff. You see it? Yeah, it's a really interesting book so far. It's a hit or miss. It's hard to tell if you like it. I'll read a little bit out of it just to see if you like it. This is just the beginning. Okay, so it's chapter 1, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. Often we allow ourselves to get all worked up about things that, upon closer examination, aren't really that big a deal. We focus on little problems and concerns and blow them way out of proportion. A stranger, for example, might cut in front of us in traffic. Rather than let go and go on with our day, we convince ourselves that we are justified in our anger. We play an imaginary confrontation in our mind. Many of us might even tell someone else about the incident later on rather than simply let it go. Why not instead allow the driver to have his accident somewhere else? Try try compassion for the person and remember how painful it is to be in such an enormous hurry. This way we can maintain our own self-well-being and avoid taking people's problems personally. There are many similar small stuff examples that occur in our daily lives, whether we have to wait in line, listen to unfair criticism, or do the lion's share of the work. It pays enormous dividends if we learn not to worry about little things. So many people spend so much of their life energy sweating the small stuff that they completely lose touch with the magic and beauty of life. When you commit to working towards this goal, you will find that you will have far more energy to be kinder and gentler. So yeah, that's the kind of book it is. It's a New York Times bestseller, whatever that means. Every book I've picked up, like half the books on my shelf are New York Times bestsellers, so take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, that's it. And and one more thing I wanted to tell you about. I'm putting together this model boat. I finally got some glue for it to put it together. I don't know if I'm going to be making a video of me putting it together. Probably. Yeah, that'll be fun. A little change of pace. But here's what the boat's supposed to look like. I actually got this model a long time ago, and I started putting it together, but I didn't have the glue. And I just never got back to it. It's been months and months and months. I never got back to it. But yeah, it was fairly expensive, so I do plan on putting it together, and I'll probably make a video and put it here on my shelf of wonders. Yep, and tell me if you guys like the random lights everywhere. Okay, that's it for the video. Anything else? So, in conclusion, book recommendation, manga recommendation, creepy old guy, shipping out in 2 months. I don't have a catchphrase. I need to think of a catchphrase. Let me think. Yeah, I'll come up with one later. And I'll tell you guys my new catchphrase. Okay, bye!